Hey everyone, Spider-Man here. As you can see by the title, as requested by an Instagram follower of mine, Bristol Spidey, he suggested to do just to show some basic poses for Spider-Man cosplays basically. So I'm just going to show you some of the poses I do and how to do them and just show you. I'll start off by doing some standing one first, and then I'll do some of the crouch down ones, and I'll explain a couple of other ones as well. So I hope this helps for all beginners out there, or even if you are experienced as well, just a few more poses to add in. Obviously, none of these poses are my own. I don't claim any of these. These are all just copied from others and stuff like that. So I'm not claiming any rights to them or any of that stuff. So these are all just helpful suggestions and just showing them how to do. So yeah. So one of the first poses I would do with standing wise is obviously just a standard flip. Obviously with your hands, it's always best to have obviously the two middle ones down, just cross into your palm, and have obviously your hands like that, obviously like you're casting the web. And I always have obviously one leg further back than the other, have this leg bent, keep the front one straight, and just bend into it, and obviously just wait. As for this hand, which you know is sometimes free, I normally just do another flip hand like that, so I'm just like this in the picture, or just keeping straight, or you can do it to the side, so you're like that, and obviously just bending down on that leg, and this one straight, and just flip outwards. That's another that's just a good standing pose one. Another one which I just do sometimes, say if you're at a con or something like that, and someone goes, "Oh, can I have a selfie with you?" and just "Oh yeah, sure." I always just do, obviously, sounds really basic, but just a thumbs up, instead of just you're just not just stood here like this, because it just looks, it's okay, but it doesn't look like you're having a good time, does it, as well? So yeah, I always do a thumbs up, flip sign like that. I normally do the flip sign, or double thumbs, but yeah, I normally just do a flip when someone comes over for a selfie, and you're just standing. And yeah, more standing poses as well. You can always go really low down if you've got flexibility, and then obviously whip with both hands again. And another one you can do is I call it heroic standing ones. Sorry if I'm not fully in frame, I'm only using my phone. So for heroic standing, you can also have one foot in front of the other like so. Stand slightly side on, and just sort of what I do is I puff my chest out, and then obviously have a fist clenched, and just be like that pretty much. Not as stiff as this, but I think you sort of get the general idea. And just yeah, that's a general heroic standing pose. And next I'll go on to some crouch ones, because I normally do crouch ones. Or like I said, I'm just bending lower down, that standard flip one. So we just move the camera down. Apologies again if I don't fit fully in frame. So yeah, one of the classics poses is obviously having both pretty much your ankles touching. Well, near touching, but have your feet obviously on your toes, and just creating that triangle shape. And then obviously with your hands, you can either have them dove down like this, so you're just just a normal perching Spider-Man pose, you can also do like a double flip one like this, all in that same punch, just keeping like that. It's very easy to do this one. Or you can add more to it. Let me just... Sorry about not being in frame. And as well for like this one, you can make sure your hand's like in a like a spider-like hand, and have that like bent like that, and then just have your other hand down, so you can like have a shot like that. And then this is great for even if you're just on the ground, or if you like perched on like a pillar or bollard, you can do something like that with whichever hands. And then one which sometimes you can do as well when crouched down is have obviously one leg front. This one's still like bent but out, and you can just like either like a standard and just keeping your hands in like that spider motion, and that's just like a standard like crouch stance, or you can like use it for a flip, like just using one hand just to keep steady basically, and like flip out like that. Or you can do one hand down or one hand up again, like with the other shots, like this. Sorry that my head's out of frame, guys. Yeah, those are things you can do with that one, like with alternate legs obviously, so you can do it again, but like this hands instead. And like, it's always best flipping with the same leg which is out, and keeping this one down. Not a rule, but it's something you can do, and obviously it's like that. And then the next low down poses you can do, or make sure your ovaries is well stretched before doing these, is like you can have one leg like legs apart, one like more pointing obviously the way you want to go, and then down like that. So you just like do a straight diagonal look, and then you can either go like something like side on like this. So you have one leg out there, this one fully bent, still on like the toes again. You can have hands down here, obviously keeping that spider like hand down. And you can have both down like this, obviously for a picture. Or you can switch it up, so you're looking side on with one hand ready, either ready to flip. You can either like go like, in fact no, it would be best if you go like that, like flip one like that. Or you can just do spider hands again, just so it looks like you're in a fighting stance. And then vice versa with legs. And another you can do is, like you could do it overhead. Let me see if we can get... Just change the angle slightly. So like another you can do is your legs still like this. And then you can have like your hand right up like that. Just so it just looks. Still keep the spider hand motion. Just for like more action-y kind of shots. Sometimes obviously like say at cons, obviously as kids love Spider-Man, and especially for the short kids as well, you don't want to be like stood up next to them, especially if they're like that high, you don't want to be standing and just overtowering them. I normally tend to either take a knee like this, and like just like flip with them, or just like a standard, one foot straight down, one foot bent, and flip again, with like say like with whoever's there. Or instead of having this bit leg up, you have this one out as well, still keeping that one bent and flip like that. That's just like another like standard crouching one. So yeah, those are the type of poses I like tend to do. Really easy to do, and it's like I said, the main key things is whenever you're like posing, keeping like the spider hand, I'll call it, whether it's like pointed down in the air or just like using it as general support, and obviously flipping as well, making sure you've got those two fingers bent down, these two fingers up and your thumb out, and always like cast it. And obviously if you want to show off, like say if you've got web shooters, make sure you tilt slightly so that's in frame. And like say for symbiotes, I'd say, I know it's in the symbiote suit, but you know, they've got the white pine pads there. You can go like that, like a whip, because obviously they shoot out from the top. So you just do a fist out like that for symbiotes. I've just thought for another crouch one actually. What you can do is you can also have like arms evenly apart, just so you can show off the, if you keep back obviously straight, you can show off more of the like chest emblem of your suit as well. And obviously keeping that like triangle legs, I'll call it. And then obviously as well, keeping that spider hand movement for, let me just change the angle. For like say if you want to do like crawling shots, so this is whether it's on the floor, on walls, whatever like flat surface or surface you want to look like you're climbing on. Obviously, I haven't got the space here to do it, but just sometimes you can have one leg up, so it's sort of like a press up position, well, Spider-Man press up position. So you'll have that knee up like that, this will be up slightly as well, and then obviously keep the hands, doing spider hands again. So basically, so do those things with the legs, and then obviously just bend right down, and then obviously that creates a like Spider-Man claw pose. Obviously my legs won't be like this, it's just I haven't got the space. So like that, or like that. And obviously you can do alternate hands. We'll make sure you like got opposite leg up and opposite, is it yeah, with your legs. And obviously it's more effective is to have them like as bent as you can while doing it. So yeah, those are just like a few of the basic Spider-Man poses, I'll call them. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I hope it's helped for any Spider-Man cosplayers out there. Those are just like a few basic things. Nothing definitive, nothing like, there's no rule to what is and what isn't a great pose, but these are just some suggestions of basic poses I do as well. Just what you can do like cons or photo shoots and stuff like that. So I really hope this video helps, and stay tuned for more videos in future. Until next time everyone, see ya.